Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be talking about the ISOM number 2 pre-order campaign dropping today. And I'm going to be reacting to the ISOM number 2 animation trailer. I have not watched it yet. And also we're going to go through some hate that is of course being thrown at the campaign, as you would expect from some usual suspects. As of this recording, the book is currently made $569,422 with 4,406 purchasers at a 163% sales goal, showing that they've sold 3,344 cover A's, 3,551 cover B's, and 1,287 cover C's, which, cover B is drawn by Ethan Van Sciver, and cover C is drawn by Shane Davis. And also cover C is the foil cover. It's a little more money, a little bit more expensive, but it is a foil cover and it is limited to 5,000 copies. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you get in where you fit in. But we're gonna first start here with the animation trailer. And like I said, I haven't watched it yet, but we'll get right into it right here. So we got Rippaverse Studios.
A fascinating thing. We often like to think of it as something that just is. But too many people let the past determine who they are. When true greatness is determined by how one deals with the present.
Animation is quite good. Voice acting is pretty solid too. As you'll know, most of the events appear to be from ISOM number 1.
So if I'm helping you, I have one condition.
Yeah. No more quitting.
Time is a gift, ISOM. What are you gonna do with yours?
It's pretty sweet. I'm liking that a lot. That looks freaking awesome.
And that,
of course, I've already got my order in for all 3 covers. That was a given. I was getting all 3 covers.
that right there was,
And that was even before I knew who the cover artists were.
what I'd been sitting on. The first official production of Rippaverse Studios is the ISOM 2 trailer. ISOM 2 is now up for pre-order. You can go get it at rippaverse.com. Be sure to go visit that. Get all the cool items, the limited items, all of that stuff. This is a long time coming. We're going to be...
Hell yeah. I'm definitely hyped for that. That's going to be amazing. That animation is great. And like I said, it's already sitting at $569,422, and we'll just do a quick refresh. Still sitting at that amount. But, of course, now we're going to jump into all the haters and detractors. You'll see a familiar face, I'm sure. I've been seeing his FNT friends promote ISOM number 2. I like to call paid media to shill, but in their position, they're shilling because of their friendship. No, it's not called shilling. It's called supporting your friend who's making a project that's outside the mainstream that's actually good. Not sure which is worse, being paid for it or being unable to tell your friend his comic sucks and promote a poor story. Well, again, that's your opinion. I can guarantee you won't have the book. You're probably too broke to even afford the book, and I don't think you've actually read it. So you really have no room to talk. But we're really going to get into, of course, Dick Masterson, who's been crying about this for the last 2 days. Crying about this ISOM number 2 launch for about the past 2-3 days, 10th, 11th, and 12th. To which he responds to this Edge Boy guide. This video is 2 minutes long and it never attempts to sell the book itself. It's a crowdfunding campaign to make a big crowdfunding campaign. And this is in response to, of course, the announcement trailer for the release date of the pre-order campaign. Which Dick Masterson says, interesting that Eric is predicting an 85% drop-off in customer retention. No, he's not. He said, if there is a one, even if they sell 1/6, he actually said he's not expecting to make $3.7 million every campaign. That even if he makes a sixth of $3.6 million, that it's still considered a success for him. So no, he didn't say that. Probably will be less, but the quote anti-woke marketplace is more saturated than it was a year ago. The quality of the product and the product itself is irrelevant. No, you're pretty irrelevant considering you can't even muster up 100 likes on this tweet. You can't even muster up 100 likes on your quote tweet. When you say there will be more emotional payoff in Matt Jarbo and Shank Pesos, whoever the hell that is, calling into the show tomorrow than there will be in the entire Rippaverse. So, again, how would you know that? You're making a prediction that doesn't make any sense, and you're talking about Matt Jarbo, who's well known for being a false flagger. And it seems like you've been complaining a lot about Eric, and you didn't even get that call in, by the way. So if you keep scrolling up, you've even got this crappy review, which I started listening to it a little bit, and it sounds like you wrote it. It doesn't even sound like this imaginary person you're talking about wrote it. So you've been talking massive shit all day. Website code was written as well as the comic, I see. So for the last 5 hours, you've been talking shit about this campaign. You respond to someone saying, lol, he's made $200K in an hour and still going strong. Must suck to be such a shit critic and watch what it's like that people actually like your work. The culture around online comics is so foreign to me. They value spending money and accruing money only. If you don't like the comic, it's because you're jealous of money, you don't have money. Well, you've already admitted that you're jealous that this is making more money than your shitty friend Vito's comic, so if you don't like the comic, they will spend more money to prove you wrong. Well, they'll spend more money because they love it when people like you cry about it all the time and you make these false bullshit points because your reading comprehension is absolute shit. We've already seen how shitty your reading comprehension actually is. I just backed Eric July's Rippaverse ISOM number 2. Hey Dick Masterson, like you, I was in and out in just a couple of minutes. Your clout grifting ain't working. Comics Gate, Iron Age, all the good stuff. Both suck, I guess. Guys, I don't care if you buy the comic, the story just isn't technically any good. Go on the libs, makes nothing to me. Well, that's your opinion. You're allowed to have the opinion that the story isn't good, meanwhile you barely even read it and your dumbass couldn't even comprehend half the story anyway. Never bought ISOM number 1, but now I'm buying 2 just to stick it to Dick. What a fucking jerk off. Cry harder. This comic sounds incredible. Well, that's what happens when you talk a bunch of shit. People want to do it out of spite now. He doesn't care, but he can't shut up about it. I care that ISOM is badly written. I don't care how much money he makes. Yes, you do. You care about how supposedly bad it's written, meanwhile most people said it's written very well. And you do care about how much money it makes because it's making more money than your friend Vito over there. So you clearly care very much, considering you're acting like this.
And stop telling me about the fucking Streisand effect. I don't fucking care if people buy the comic or pirate it. I don't fucking...
You're so mad about it. You pirated it because you're such a brokey you can't even afford a $35 comic with your supposed millionaire money that you got.
Care if people read it.
Streisand effect.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, my average Joe ass can buy it, but somehow you can't.
Shut the fuck up! I don't care if I'm helping the marketing for this fucking book. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You are, because you're being a total bitch about it right now.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because I'm not jealous of the money. I don't fucking care about the money.
You're so not mad, right? You are so not mad.
Do you understand that all this shit I do is for the art of it? Do you think I wrote a book saying all women are whores to make money? It's the fucking art that...
And that's why you're probably pissy broke, because you're doing it for the art of it. Meanwhile, Eric July is doing it for the passion of it and to make money at the same time. So clearly you sound like an idiot right now.
It's important, you stupid motherfuckers!
So you do love art.
I hate it. Now. Look what it did to me!
Yeah, I know.
You really just sound like a total tool bag. And this is why people are buying the comic, as well as the people that are buying the comic who like it. You have people buying it out of in spite of you, because you act like a total bitch about it. And then you bring up this BS review, which we're gonna go through it and commentate on it, because it sounds like some bullshit you made up. Honestly, the way you started off, it sounds like some bullshit you made up. Let's listen to it.
Right now.
Okay. ISOM number 1. This is
Hold on, you gotta set this up, yeah.
This is an English teacher that I asked to read ISOM number 1.
5th grade
The English teacher is probably Vito, by the way.
English teacher.
5th grade English teacher who teaches the hero's journey and story writing
Teaches storytelling.
every year. To
Not your girlfriend.
children, not
'cause
my
a lot of people
girlfriend.
have said it.
No,
that
my
it
girlfriend
isn't.
hates
It's probably Vito.
comics.
This woman loves comics.
Loves comics.
Yes.
This is the review.
This is an impartial third party.
I haven't read it yet. Just FYI.
Mostly impartial, but they don't know about
No,
your.
no, they don't know nothing.
They know nothing
about any of this.
Did you just send it to them and you said,
Sit here,
"Can you read this?
Can you read this?
So they have no idea about any
Read this and tell
drama.
me-
So twice she pirated it, supposedly. I can guarantee it's not a third party. It's probably Vito.
What you
or
think?
anything else.
No idea of any of it. Wouldn't care. Not
Right.
on the internet at all.
There you go.
Here we go. I don't even know where to start. I've got so many thoughts going through my head that my notes may seem jumbled. Feel free to organize them if need be. This is ISOM
Your notes sound stupid.
#1 review.
ISOM #1.
That said, the story sucked.
Wow, what an opinion you have, Vito. What an opinion. Wow. The story sucks. What an opinion. Oh, congratulations on that great review. And then the fact that Vito laughs right after it, it just kind of gives me more insight and to make me think that it was actually Vito writing this stupid review.
Well, there's that 5th grade biting commentary that we've all come to know and love.
For starters, the point of the story was lost on me. Who cares? The characters
Wow. Again, great reading comprehension.
are so flat. I did not understand why ISOM felt any urgency or commitment to Mrs. Newman.
Because she was a family friend. It's in the book, Dick. It's in the book. It's literally in the book.
Who the heck is she? Who is she to him?
She's a family friend. It's literally in the book. It's like these people are so ignorant and so disingenuous that they just spew bullshit.
It was hard to tell who the good guy, a.k.a. the hero. It was hard to tell who was the good guy, a.k.a. the hero.
Clearly it was ISOM. It's not hard. A 5-year-old could probably tell you who the hero is. This is pathetic.
Darren.
No one seemed good. Except the little girl, I guess. And
Yeah.
no one seemed that bad. I felt no connection
Totally Santuan wasn't trying to beat the crap out of ISOM. Definitely not a bad guy. Yeah.
to ISOM, and so I didn't care what happened to him. There is no character development.
There's actually huge character development. He goes from being on the ranch to getting back into the suit.
I know I already said it, but they were so flat. When ISOM starts to share insights into his step away from the city, I was confused as to what he was doing in the country. When the
It's literally in the story. He was looking for Jasmine.
story goes
Mind-blowing, I know.
back to the country later in the story, it honestly felt as shady as Darren's club. I get that he's a farmer, but it still felt convoluted. The time jumps were confusing. Unless
Because you're stupid. Plain and simple. It's not hard to comprehend.
you're giving character development, there's no need. Start solid. Amazing.
So wow, she's just echoing most of
The
what you
crime
said.
Oh yeah, because it's probably Dick writing more notes or it's you. It's like, come on, bro. You're trying very hard to mask it like it's some teacher when it's probably one of you writing these notes.
being reported as down made me wonder why. Cops? Heroes? Accepts? What does the crime being down have to do with the story? Like I said, no one really seemed to be really good or bad. It was not clear what made the club or
Well, the Alpha Corps were the Accept police, essentially, and ISOM was the guy trying to find the family friend.
Darren bad. He admitted to legal and illegal businesses to build his empire, but it's not clear if it's a legit business or not.
So illegal doesn't mean legit now? It means legit now? I'm confused. with your dumb statement.
I am still unclear as to what ISOM is.
It's clearly explained that he is an accept in the book.
I thought accepts were heroes, but he said he's trained his body, which doesn't seem to fit. Then later he gets his suit, which made me wonder if the...
Accepts can be both heroes and villains, as you can tell by Santuan. ISOM being more heroic, Santuan being more villainous. Alpha Core being all accepts, being more heroic, helping the police fight off other accepts.
suit gave him powers, which made me think of The Incredibles.
Again, sounds like something Vito said, because by the way he's laughing, it just kind of gives that off.
And Edna Mode.
How is this? Does she read your mind?
I mean, I guess there can be other superhero suit makers.
Yeah.
Also, I got the idea that he would have his powers without the suit, which makes him Syndrome.
He clearly had some powers in the book. He clearly had some type of endurance, considering he fell like 20 stories into a car and didn't die. The fact that he was getting beat up by Santuan and didn't die. He clearly has some type of high endurance. It's like these people don't even read books. They just spew a bunch of bullshit.
When ISOM eventually makes contact with Jasmine, I have no idea if she's in danger, working, or just blowing off her mom.
Because it's not fully explained. There are more books coming. There are more books coming. But she clearly doesn't want to tell ISOM what kind of trouble she's in. She's kind of keeping it secretive.
I don't know. I understand why he was taken to the hospital.
And it's crazy that that the review is jumping around in the book. Started from like the beginning, then jumped to the end, then back up to the middle. Like, what is this review, bro?
But it again was not clear.
It completely sounds incomprehensive, considering it's all over the place, just like he said.
Why he ran away.
You guys have the
Because he ran away. He ran away because he had to find Jasmine, and he had no time to sit there. Because it's urgent for him.
exact same.
It's very simple shit.
It's fantastic.
The sense of urgency was there.
I have no sense of what ISOM's deal is. Is there a secret? Is there a reason to be in a hurry to get out of the hospital?
Yeah.
Jasmine didn't seem to be in
He's
danger.
a man of action.
Story holes that make no sense. Thinking about Jasmine and Mrs. Newman,
Yeah.
why is ISOM the only person that can check on her?
Shut up, fat ass. Like, Jesus, man. These people laugh at things that aren't even funny. Like I said, the more and more I listen to this review, the more and more it seems like it's these two chuckleheads that are making this review and not some 5th grade teacher.
In the beginning,
This is from a 5th grade English teacher.
she gives
identifying.
She's graded 10,000 children's stories.
Yeah.
And identified the plot.
Wow, she graded a bunch of children's stories. Is this supposed to be a children's story? I don't think so. Try harder to get someone more professional if this is who really graded the book.
plot holes in them and help them become better storytellers.
Yeah.
At the age of 10.
Probably told them, get to the point. Figure out what's going on.
Probably never seen a tantrum this big.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it was just a check to see what was going on with her.
Right.
Not to bring her home or give her a message. So he found her, and she told him to go away.
It actually was to bring her home, but okay.
But she didn't. Oh, maybe she did, actually.
She just said, she was like, she walked away from him.
She walked away, right,
Yeah.
without saying anything. With so little
She actually said a couple of things of there actually was a few bubbles of dialogue from Jasmine.
character development, and really no point to the story ending, ending it on the suit cliffhanger was a poor writing choice.
Not according to most people who read it. Again, it's all an opinion. at the end of the day.
I wouldn't let students end their stories with "to be continued" because it showed a lack of storytelling.
There are literally storytellers that are professional storytellers that do that all the time. They leave their stories on cliffhangers so that you're more excited to find out what's next. Which is kind of what it did for most people with ISOM #1. It did what it had to do.
This story does not follow the hero's journey. The point of the journey is for the main...
Again, there are more books coming. It's not all one story and it's one book and that's it. These people act like there's not more books coming. They have to build the universe. This was literally a launching pad for the entire universe. But of course, reading comprehension is not this man or any of these people here's greatest asset.
Character to go through a journey that challenges him. His current life is shown. He is called to action, leaving his current life. He makes friends, allies along the way, faces the enemy, overcomes adversity, and comes out on the other side a better person. None of this was evident in the story except for the call to action. Actually, I'm changing my assessment.
Not even that.
ISOM is a brooding...
Again, with the amount of changes and the amount of laughter going on, it's like, it kind of just, again, shows how much it's this BS. That it just seems like these two chuckleheads wrote this review.
asshole with a fragile ego.
Yes.
That can't handle someone being...
Wow, a character flaw. Oh my god, like we've never seen those before in storytelling. A character flaw. What the f... Yeah.
being disrespectful.
It's kind of like a certain
It's like
comic
a
creator.
revenge story. What?
Kind of like a certain fat ass who's super jealous of a certain comic creator who's making way more money than you'll ever see. Again, these people act like character flaws are non-existent. Like they just expect every character to be perfect right out the gate.
The hell?
ISOM is a guy who tries to do a very mundane, boring good deed by checking up on a girl, then gets disrespected, and spends the rest
club.
of the
Then
at a
gets
club
kicked out of a club.
and spends the rest of the story being a sullen little bitch that he got kicked out of Darren's place. That he engages on a campaign of vengeance against him.
Against one guy.
Against
that he
one-
defeats by
jumping off a wall.
off a wall
Yeah.
and throwing him through a different wall.
Somebody said if ISOM ends up being the bad guy, this will end up being a not brilliant but a great twist. But I don't think Eric July has that in him.
Why was he in
I guarantee he has more creative bones in his body than you've got fat. So
the farm then? Why is his sister shown as being smart then? She doesn't know he's the bad guy.
He is the bad. He's basically just an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm looking for this girl.
it's basically called a character flaw.
Well, she's not here. You're going to have to leave. Fuck you! I gotta leave. Bam! 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 And then I'm gonna leave, and then I'm gonna come back. Bam! Bam! And it's like, oh my god, dude, just leave us alone. Yeah, you needed. At least we have a 5th grade teacher to back us up.
At least we have a Vito to make a shitty set of notes just like Dick Masterson did. Because that's exactly what I've felt this entire time. It just seems like it's a bunch of bullshit notes that Vito made up because his story's a failure and his campaign's a failure compared to Eric July's. And he's super jealous about that, so...
Now I gotta send her the Super Killer script and we can get those notes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's totally not going to be in completely biased because that's not a thing, right? That's definitely not a thing. But right before we wrap up the video, I'm going to do a quick refresh of the campaign, which is now sitting at $580,777 in its first day. So, thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit that like button. Comment below what you feel about all this. Do not interact with anybody I've shown in this video. Keep your comments in the comment section down below. Subscribe for more content and click on the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you get notifications anytime I post a new video as we push towards 1,000 subs so that we can get that monetization. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.